mean, is you already ask yourself these questions, but you probably don't think about them in this sort of logical way. These questions focus on this screen about knowledge, about experiences, and about skills. And unless you really have thought about what you're bringing to your business and to the new things that you're trying to generate, you're actually making it more difficult for yourself. So you do need to be, I guess, self-aware. So if you went through these questions, would you be able to honestly feel that you had some level of answer to them? Of course, this is a journey, isn't it? You're not going to ask yourself, what is my crucial central knowledge that I hold, and come up with a definitive list of everything you know about in half an hour. It's a process you go through of knowing the type of knowledge that you hold. But we all have lots of knowledge from different parts of our previous experiences and from different situations. So you need to think about the knowledge and information that you hold, and all of us hold different information. We all hold different knowledge, and we all interpret information differently. So that's going to make a big difference. If all of you in this room were all intending to set up exactly the same business, ostensibly selling exactly the same product, the very fact that you've got different previous experiences, different knowledge, different skills, would ultimately mean that all those businesses were going to be different, because they'd all be informed in different ways by these things about yourself. So businesses aren't things you unpack from a box. You don't say, today I'm going to start my business, I'll open the box, and out will pop a business, and then I'm going to run it. Wouldn't life be simple, but very boring if that was the case? The business is about you, and the creative aspect and the innovative aspect especially is drawn from your previous knowledge. So you're working through a process. What do I know? What knowledge have I got? What of that can I develop and use in this business area I'm thinking about? How can I sell something related to my knowledge as part of that business? Can my knowledge improve the world? Well, that's a pretty big statement, isn't it? Most of us are improving a very small part of the world by creating a product or a service that's going to be important to a group of other people. So you are going to be, hopefully, improving their lives in some small way. What experiences have you had in the past? What can I work with from my previous experience? Can I sell something from my previous experience? How can my previous experiences improve the world? What are my skills? Do you have any skills? Hopefully yes. And we all have different batches of skills. I do work sometimes with business people on skills review. It's very interesting because when you first say to people, what are your skills, most people's lists look very similar because they come up with lists that they think are important to business. So they'll talk about, you know, I'm good at marketing or I'm good at talking to people. But it's with time that you'll explore that more and work out which bits of those big skill headings you are really good at and which bits you really like and where you are different to the person sitting next to you. And can my skills improve the world, or the world for enough people to make my business viable? And that's what it's about, isn't it? It's not about, it would be lovely if you did something that changed the world. Not many of us get that opportunity, but some of you might. So, reflecting on yourself is sort of parallel and meshed in with the ideas book, isn't it? Because sometimes we have an idea and it doesn't quite fit with our previous knowledge or our experience or our skills. Then we have to make a decision about, are we actually going to learn more to make that idea happen? Or is that an idea that we're going to park for a while and perhaps we'll come back to it because we get more skills or because we meet someone else who's got the skills to add into it? Because we're not on our own, are we? Even if you think that your business is going to be you on your own, you can still use other people and their skills and their experience and their knowledge and so on. So thinking about yourself and what you've got is really important. Knowledge, experience, skills, but I guess also a whole load of other things that we're not even going to put up on the screen here. Your personality, the way you behave, what's important to you, all of those things actually influence how you think and how you apply creativity. So take a moment. We're going to spend all our time reflecting at this point, aren't we? We're going to become so reflective we won't actually do any business. Well, that's not quite the point. But we need to think about, from time to time, who we are and how we fit to our business ideas. And we will take this on. So we've worked out that we've got this knowledge, experience and skills. We're going to then say, so what problems are there that I can solve with my knowledge, my skills or my experience? So can I resolve some problems because of the knowledge I have? What about your hobbies and personal interests? How do they engage with your business ideas? Can I use these hobbies and skills? What's the current market practice in relation to my knowledge? What's the current market practice in relation to my experience and skills? In other words, how do you fit into an external environment? And that's coming much closer to market awareness. So, how well have you thought through who you are and how you fit and what your skills are? Something to keep ticking away at, I suppose, behind the whole idea of newness.